Okay, this is a video response to Superlunary's 5-question survey. This is the second survey I took tonight. Somewhere next to the video responses, there's another one from Little Faker 16, and it's a 41-question survey. Go to her video, and you can get the link to the MySpace survey. It's interesting. You should take that one also. But 5 questions from Superlunary. Okay, let's see if this works for me.
Question numero uno. If you could live in any time era, what era would it be, and why? Question number two.
Okay, let's see if that works. I would like to go back to 1965 and be 20 years old. Maybe 18, 20, as long as it's legal age. And just to get into the whole hippie movement and all that stuff, I'd try and stay away from the civil rights things because that was dangerous, and I'm more of a party person. But for the aspect of the question, I would just like to go and check out all the different bands and the parties and the love-ins and the be-ins and the flower power and all that. I think that would be so much fun. So much fun. All the different concerts I'd go to. I couldn't imagine how many times I would go see the Doors and how many times I would go see Jefferson Airplane. I can't even start beginning to name bands because I'd go crazy. And I'd like to stay there for about 7 years, till like 72 or so, or if I had to grow up that way. As long as I get to know what I know now and go back, that would be even better. Because I'd know right where to go. Hell, I'd be at Woodstock. That would be cool. So that's my answer to that question. And
If you could meet or be intimate with any celebrity, living or dead, who would it be and why? Question.
okay, I'm going to cheat on this one. I would like to get together with Albert Einstein and Jim Morrison, sit down with them, smoke a big fatty of hydro, and just shoot the breeze. Imagine the conversation. You could get all baked and talk with Albert Einstein and Jim Morrison, two of the most intelligent people of the 20th century, one in an artistic way, and the other one in an intellectual way, and sit down with us, and that would just be, imagine the conversation. Mind-blowing, unbelievable. That would be wild. I couldn't imagine the conversation. I mean, I sit here and think about it, and I'm going to wind up spacing out here. Anyway, and as far as a woman goes to be with, I would be with Diane Lane. She's just an amazing woman, talented and everything. And, I mean, I can't even go to see a movie with her in it, because by the end of the movie, I'm in love with her. So, that's my answer to that question. And
Number 3. If you could have one wish, just one wish, no wishing for more wishes, that's cheating, don't be a cheater. If you could have one wish, what would your wish be, and why?
well, this one's simple. I'm sure it's a common one. Everybody wants money. I'd like an unlimited supply of money, but simply because my position and my situation right now, I am broke, one of the brokest bastards you'll ever meet. Only simply because I'm not allowed to work, I'm disabled, and so what I would do is I would buy one of those really nice RVs, and I would travel around the country and spend my money on people who are less fortunate. I would fix up people's houses, get people houses, people who have children who are hungry and things like that. I mean, I would just go around and meet people and give people in need. I would give them what they need. It's as simple as that. I mean, I'd like to live comfortably. I mean, right now money is so funky right now that it's unbelievable. So I would just like to go around and help people in the same position I'm in right now. I'd like to help them out and take care of them and let them, So that's my thing. Plus you get to travel around the country and see a bunch of different stuff. But, okay.
Question number 4. If you could visit any place in the world or in the universe, let's not limit ourselves, we don't have to. If you could visit any place in the world, where would it be and why? And the fifth and final question.
Okay, I really want to see the Grand Canyon. I'm not a big travel person, and in this day and age with the technology we have now, I mean, you can see anything you want in the world without really leaving your house. I mean, you don't get the ambience and all that, but ambience is way overrated. I know people who've traveled to places, Europe and stuff, and sure the sights are great and everything, but they're not too keen on the people and the places. But I just think the Grand Canyon can't be described. I've talked to people who have been there, and it's just can't be described. So that's one place I'd like to go. I live on the East Coast, and I've never really been off the East Coast. Once I drove out to Missouri to see my sister, and I was in awe of just the flatness of the land. In New England, you can't see 100 yards without everything in your way. Started getting out in the Midwest, and you can see just far as you can till your eyes give out, and you could see farther if your eyes could see better. I've never seen that. I had this weird feeling. It's like the opposite of claustrophobia, not really agoraphobia, but just the openness and the distance you can see. I mean, when you look out on the ocean, there's nothing to give you perspective. I know people in the Midwest who've never seen the ocean, so they'd be in awe of that. But there's no perspective in the ocean to see your distance. Out there, it was just watching a row of power lines march away till they're a dot on the horizon. And it's still flat, and if you could see better, you could see farther. And that just blew my mind. That was amazing. And out in the desert like that, I understand it's the same way. So I think that's what I'd like to see in this world. In the universe, I'd like to travel to the Pleiades because it looks like the star cluster up there. When you look at it, you see like 4 stars, but if you look just to the right or to the left, 4 stars turns into like 15 or 20, and it just looks like they'd be close together in a reasonable neighborhood, so to speak. Around in our neck of the galaxy, not everything's as close as it seems, as that seems to be. And it would seem if you had intergalactic travel that it would be easy to get back and forth up there as opposed to getting there from here. So that would be my place. And this one.
The fifth and final question. The fifth and final question is, tell us something about yourself that we don't already know. Make it juicy. Okay?
I've been in love 3 times in my life. In growing up in my father's business, I realized that marriage is kind of not really a great, they call it an institution because they also call mental hospitals institutions. And I decided at a young age that I really, really didn't want to get married, and it seems like an adult decision to make them, but I've stuck with it. I've been in love 3 times with 3 wonderful women, but it never worked out because they knew right away that they could never marry me. I would never want to be married, and they know that if they made me, it still wouldn't work. So, that's one thing that not too many people know about me. So that's my questions and answers, and thank you, Superlunary, for giving me the opportunity. And why don't you go to Little Faker 16 survey and take that one and send it out? I think everybody on YouTube should take these surveys, and it's just a way to get to know each other and to learn things about people that you're just not going to get in a normal blog or something. So hopefully I fulfilled your whatever. Thank you very much. Thank you, YouTube. Good night, good evening, good day, whatever. Thank you. Wrong one.